Hello, Gators. This is Mr. Myers, your music teacher. The book I'm going to read for you today is probably my favorite music children's book, and it's called Because. It's written by Mo Willems. It says score by Mo Willems. It's a musical term. And then the illustrator is Amber Ren. It's a performance by Amber Ren. And before I read this, I would like to say a huge thank you. I am thankful to these two Gators, Julianne and Kristen Landstrom. They gave this book to me about 3 years ago. And I wanted to read this to you because it's a very special book and because those two Gators were kind enough to give this book to their music teacher. I hope you enjoy it. So here we go. First, on the inside, I'd like to kind of point out that it says Symphony Number 8 in B minor. It's a piece of music there for piano. And it's written by Franz Schubert. It says it right here, Franz Schubert. Here's page 2. All right. Because. Because of a man named Ludwig, who wrote beautiful music, a man named Franz was inspired to write his own. Because many years later, people wanted to hear Franz's beautiful music, they formed an orchestra. See him there? Because a man had practiced since he was a kid, he was asked to join. Because a woman studied night and day, she too was asked to play. She's playing the timpani there. Because many others loved and practiced their instruments, there were enough musicians. Because someone created a poster about Franz's music, tickets were sold. Because the train conductor stopped the train at the Grand Concert Hall, the orchestra conductor arrived. Because the orchestra librarian had copies of the score, the orchestra rehearsed. Because workers checked the lights and the seats and swept the floors, the grand hall was ready. Because the time had come, the ushers opened the doors. It sure takes a lot of people to put together a concert. Because someone's uncle caught a cold. Someone's aunt had an extra ticket for someone special. Do you see that treble clef up there? Because the usher helped the aunt and her special guest, they found their seats. Because everyone was there to hear beautiful music, it was quiet. Isn't that a beautiful picture? Look at that. In row C, seat 14, sat the girl with the uncle's ticket. She heard the beautiful music written by the man named Franz, and it changed her. The girl was changed. From that moment on, the girl learned everything she could about music because it fed her. See how she's making music with her stuffed animals there? Soon, she started to write music too. Because, like Franz, the young woman had something to share. Over time, the woman became very good because she worked very hard. One night, her music was discovered because she was also very lucky. Then she was invited to perform her music at the Grand Concert Hall because so many people wanted to hear it. Look at that picture. Her composition was dedicated to the uncle in row C, seat 14, because it was his ticket that brought her here. So this is that little girl all grown up now. And that night, someone else was changed. You see how she's up here conducting, and it says World Premiere Symphony No. 1, The Cold. Do you know why she named it The Cold? That is how it happens. And if you notice, this little boy, he is kind of captured by this music. What do you think he will do? And then here's the song, The Cold. And then there's that little boy. Now he's changed. Well, boys and girls, I hope that you enjoyed that story. And I hope that this is a time for you to be thankful for all of the people who made it possible for you to do these amazing things you're doing as Gators. It's because of so many people that have helped you out along the way. So maybe look for a time this Thanksgiving season to find some of those people and say thank you. I sure appreciate being your music teacher. Have a great rest of the day.